momentarily. Does anyone need the use of the repeater before I begin? This is N1MWJ. Good morning. This is November 1, Mike Whiskey Juliet, Ellison, New Ashford, Massachusetts, Net Control Station for the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire Section. This net is part of the Amateur Radio Emergency Service and the National Traffic System of the American Radio Relay League. The purpose of the net is to pass traffic, conduct area's business, air announcements of interest to the amateur community, and to answer any questions about Aries, NTS, or other emergency communication topics. This net beats every Sunday morning at 0930 local time on the K1FFK 53.23 repeater. On Mount Greylock with a PO of 162.2. This is a directed net. Please don't break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please don't leave the net without informing net control if at all possible. When checking into the net, please give your call phonetically, and your power source is commercial or battery power. Traffic and announcements will be handled first, followed by general check-ins using the first letter of your call suffix. Now looking for any stations with traffic or announcements. Stations with traffic or announcements, please call Net Control. This is November 1, Mike Whiskey Juliet, Net Control for the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire Section. I'm now looking for Aries, NTS, or other officials. Aries, NTS, or other officials, please call Net Control. Hearing nothing, we'll go to general check-ins. Call now.
This is Whiskey 1 Echo Romeo Flash, Tony Pittsfield, Commercial Power. Good morning to the net.
This is Whiskey 1 Kilo Romeo X-ray, name is Greg Baldwin, Mass. This is Kilo Bravo 1, November Bravo Alpha, Jerry in Pittsfield on Commercial Power. Negative traffic. Good morning, Ellis, and for the rest of the night.
Here is Kilo 2 Zulu Victor Lima Van, Indian Lake, New York, running Commercial Power. Good morning. Here is the Kilo Delta 2, Delta Kilo Romeo, Joe, Castleton, New York, Commercial Power, no traffic. Good morning, net.
Okay, let me take it at this point. And Net Control acknowledges Tony, W1ERF, and Greg, W1KRX, Jerry, KB1NBA, Van, K2ZBL, and Joe, KD2DKR. Further check-ins? Any further check-ins at this point before we wrap it up?
How's the audio on this old asset? Over?
You're barely cutting through. It came up at the very end, but you made it, but it's not working. I'm not receiving you too well.
Okay, how's that right there? Maybe I gotta choke up on this thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Any difference right there? Over?
Oh yeah, it's all the difference in the world.
Okay, I gotta choke up on this thing. Okay, thank you.
last call. Any further check-ins, any further business before I close? Okay, the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire section thanks to Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the K1FFK 53.23 repeater. I'll return the repeater to regular amateur use at the close of the net. I want to thank you all for joining me this morning, and to any stations that may have stood by while the net was being conducted. The time is 9:35. The net is now secure. This is November 1, Mike Whiskey Juliet, signing clear, 7-3.